Biden's more on the lockdown, Trump's more on the war, so it's gonna happen. The life is before. Like right now, these people, like, what are you expecting? What are you expecting Biden to do? Like, y'all talking about some civil rights and some affairs. It ain't gonna be no opportunities to create your own business. Ain't gonna be no opportunities to sit at the same table and what? This man talking about changing your whole way of living. So what are you? All that voting and hyping was for what? Still going into slavery.
2 wings, 1 bird.
That's right.
This is Genesis 27, and I start at 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live. And we see he lived by the sword. And thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that spirit was all the way, and it's still inside of him. It's still in him. You know,
It's even worse now.
oh yeah, because now he got the power to unleash, and he realized that his time is up. It's Revelations 12. So he's gonna come down with great wrath. He's not about to hold back. You understand? So that whole vaccine, man, with that microchip, trust me, they ain't talking about the microchip yet, but they will. And all you other Israelite groups, you stand silent. You silent and never right now, because this week in particular, that's all that's been talked about, man. That's the only news I saw about the new lockdown, mandate vaccines, the Great Reset.
Oh,
Y'all quiet, man.
Project Operation Warp Speed.
Oh, yeah,
They've been
Warp
talking about
Speed.
that.
Election fraud.
Yeah, withdrawing them troops from Afghanistan to help administer the
Yeah. Yep.
what you need that means task force. Your task is gonna be you're gonna use force to accomplish your task. Like
That you taking them from that area and you saying, look, you got a new job now. Your operation is on American soil. Bring that same turmoil over there, you bring it over here. And a lot of you Israelite groups, y'all are silent, man. Y'all quiet more than ever on this topic. Right? Talking about some TD Jakes and man, the hell with that. You're supposed to be talking about prophecy. But it's because you're gonna have to admit that the evil times are in our lifetime. That's that bitter pill that we all gotta swallow, is that the evil times, they are coming. They are in our lifetime. Can you give me a second age of 16? We started at 68.
We still want that Isaiah 32.
Oh yeah. Is it you can read one, but what's the verse? Is it 7?
Which one you looking for?
Daughters of good women, rise up, ye women. Verse 9.
Yeah, verse 9.
Yeah, you can read that because you have mentioned it.
I started one and I'll show you. This is Isaiah 32:1, and it reads, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
And that's talking about protection, because if you read Isaiah 13, it tells you that the Lord gonna make a man more precious than fine gold.
Right.
Meaning a man of the Lord is gonna be more precious, because if you read about the famine of the word, what's gonna be hid from these words when things get, it's like what's gonna be hid from this world when things really get rough is this truth. Because the scripture says what? The land shall be barren of faith. People gonna be looking for some type of mental and spiritual relief. And they know that the only way they're gonna get it is from the prophets. But guess what? The Most High gonna have it where you ain't gonna be able to get to us. Like we ain't gonna be able to come out here and teach. We ain't gonna be able to put videos on YouTube. It may be in steps. And it may be in certain states, because right now they're talking about the whole vaccine and stuff needs to start in New York. Or the lockdown or whatever needs to start in New York. So there's a chance that them brothers may not be able to go out, but we will, or California can, or they can't. So it's going to be in phases. But nevertheless, it's going to be a point where this truth is going to be sought out and it ain't going to be found.
Appreciate it.
I hear you. They just kicked them out because they was together, they was teaching. There you go. See, in different parts of the world too, because you know, Italy and those places, they more harder on their like restrictions and stuff. So, you know, it could be different. I've seen comments like all these videos and stuff about the great lockdown and stuff. People comment, they'll be like, "I'm so glad I'm not in the U.S. It's about to be bad for y'all." All this other stuff. It's true because it may start here, it may start in other places. Either way, it's coming. The harsh reality, man, is that we are about to go through these evil times. That's why we got the word to comfort us. Joel chapter 2 says it's a time like no other. And everybody needs to be thinking about this. And that's why the scriptures talk about the women. Because right now our women are proud as all hell. Like you mentioned before, they don't even want to think or imagine bad times. I know because I try to talk to my mother. And she just tries to put it off. Oh, maybe in China. Maybe over there. Over here. You know, like... No, I mean when Venezuela was real bad, right? Where they didn't have any electricity. They was selling rotten meat. People actually buying rotten meat because they ain't got no electricity. I was talking to that with some other women, and they was like, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that coming here or whatever. They don't even want to think about it, man. Mm-hmm. So the natural thought of them is to just, well, I'm just gonna go with what society says. I want things to go back to normal. So for things to go back to normal, I gotta listen to what the government's saying, and they're telling me I gotta wear a mask, telling me I need to stay home, and telling me that I don't know, I need to get the vaccine, but I'm hesitant on it or whatever. It's about to get rough, man.
Verse 9, Isaiah 32 and 9, it reads, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come."
Then the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Because what's natural for women to be concerned about? Like the things that they have, their substance, the food, the water, you know, what they're gonna give the kids, all that.
Their glory,
mm-hmm.
their hair.
Oh yeah.
Number one.
They was hurting on that first lockdown. Mm-hmm. They was hurting on that. Mm-hmm. What was that? Who said something about? I think it was an Edomite woman. She was crying like, I can't get makeup or something.
Yeah, I remember that. She was driving in the car.
And what she said she can't get the makeup.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, she can't get the makeup, and she was like, men are gonna be more attracted to women that can like
cook and
like do housework and stuff like that.
And cook and clean and she's like, I can't do that. Like, I can't go catch a chicken.
Oh yeah.
She's like, we about to be abandoned, so to speak.
Hey, that's true.
That first lockdown made a lot of entrepreneurs too. Folk was getting that weave by the box somehow, some way. They was getting it.
Yep. Hey. So like, read that part. Oh, it said the venture shall fail. Like I said, because you know they care about those things. And you got Esau the devil coming down talking about restricting your ability to lead a house, restricting how much you can take. Hey, they still got those selling limits. So I had to go buy some toilet paper. They still got those limits on there, like you can't take more than one per household. They do that with diapers too. They got that on diapers too. You know, I don't have children, but I saw that. I saw a woman try to get 2 things of diapers. They said you got to put one of those back. You know, I said, oh, you see, y'all can't get that abundance of things and that security that y'all need. And, hey, whenever it's some type of winter storm or it's gonna get rainy or whatever, the stores are packed full of women because they got to make sure they get that vintage, man. The Lord said that vintage is gonna fail.
Hey, I went to my mama's house the other day, and she had like 3-4 cases of water and you know all that. So yeah, they trying to like stock up. You know,
because they can't imagine, you know, going through a week or a few days without these things. And guess what? The Most High knows that. That's why He put the warning out for you. Right. Because right now, out of all it's only 2 genders, but out of all the people to be proud right now, the one that should be the least proud, or you win the least, you should be the least proud. Okay? Because you need help. That's a fact. You need help. And if you got a kid, you need more help. If you're pregnant, you need quadruple help. That's why when the Lord was weeping, I mean, He he wasn't weeping. When he was being carried by the cross, the women were weeping. And he said, look, don't weep for me. He's like, weep for yourselves. Because it's going to see, blessed be the day, blessed are, the day is coming where you're going to say, blessed are the barren, and those who don't give suck. He's talking about 70 AD. Because when those hard times came, you were better off, you could say, by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where it was a blessing if you didn't have children. That was a hard times, okay? It's coming again. So the very last people should be proud in any way, shape, or form. One more? Or was it blink?
One more.
Okay. Are you women, man?
And they show you that in that movie, The Quiet Place. They had a newborn baby.
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. The monster was right there, and the baby was like they had to put the baby in like this wooden crate to like keep the sound because you know the monsters you hear real good.
I love that movie. I wanted number 2 was supposed to come out this year, but they pushed it back.
What movie is that?
A Quiet Place. It's a real good movie. Real good. It's supposed to come out in April. They pushed it back to next year because they want money or whatever. But I love that movie mainly because how did they survive? Because that man was crafty as hell, man.
Yeah.
He built that whole house crafty, man. That's what I like to see, man. I got to learn something, but I don't know nothing. But he did all that, you know, and then she was pregnant. I was like, what the hell is she going? I didn't even think about it. I was like, what y'all going to do? Hey, that's a good ass movie.
He made it like if it's danger, like the lights are on the form the light of red.
You gotta be
so
a crafty.
like that means the monsters is there.
Crafty, bro. And then what made it work was the fact that they both worked together.
Yeah.
She wasn't on some proud shit. She's like, I need you. She's like, you need to protect your kids. This is what you need to do. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the times are coming. You got this on
This
68.
one more verse. Verse 11 says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be ye troubled, ye careless one, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins."
Sackcloth represents you in a humble, low, meek estate. And it says, strip you, make you bare, because when you naked or whatever, you're embarrassed. So it's your mind state. You need to be ashamed and embarrassed for all the things you probably believed in. Because you still can repent, but you guys are so proud right now, you're going to get hit the hardest. Because what is Section 8, food stamps, WIC, what's all that for? That's for women for the most part. And you're leaning upon, can you give me, Isaiah 36. You putting your trust and you leaning on society. Ultimately, you leaning on who? Esau, the so-called white man, which is the devil. Okay. Now, what happens? What does history show you when our people trust in this man? You get backstabbed.
If all these other countries finally wake up to that, you still got people here thinking, but it's gonna be different this time. See, it's 2020. Yeah, that means it get worse. It done got worse, not better. Like all these other nations around them woke up to the fact that Esau ain't shit, but people here still believing that it's room for him to change. You know, he ain't.
Yeah, like
He still got time.
Right. Yeah, like the so-called white man got you people's best interests at heart. Now here it is. He been your enemy since the beginning of the time. Now all of a sudden, you know, he can be saved and he gonna help us. You know,
and he invents stuff and do shit to the earth that can kill him. So like, why would he have anybody else in consideration?
He teaches our women to get abortions, bro. That means he don't love you. In fact, that was all started to kill off so-called black babies. A lot of you women don't know that, do you? Look up the Negro Project. Margaret Sanger. Bitch took advantage of our oppression and said, let's take advantage of the oppression, let's kill them. But what they did was they created these books and stuff to try to make them feel good about killing their kids. She wrote in the magazine, you can look it up. She said the best thing a family can do for their child is to kill it. She said those words. Because her mind was, if you don't bring in this amount of income annually, you shouldn't have more than such and such kids. See, that's the devil. The Most High never put a cap on how many kids you can have. You can get how many kids your womb can spit out. All right? Nowhere in the scripture does he says that thou shalt limit how many kids. He said, be blessed, fruitful, and multiply. Goes back to this devil wanting to be God. They believe in eugenics. that there should only be one strong gene living. The population need to be under 500 million. The animals need to be here. That he's the devil. He wants to be God, don't you see? He wants to dictate what goes in your body. I decide what goes in and out of your body. So what do we do? What did that devil, David Rockefeller, do? He made it to where the damn curriculum in these med schools was to teach about pharmaceuticals and to make natural remedies a secondary option.
God.
Now people are hesitant when you tell them, "Oh, what's the matter? You got a stomach. Your stomach is ill. Explain it for me. Okay, here. I want you to mix this with this. And these are all natural. It's honey. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. You'll be like, oh no, I can just go to my doctor and get a prescription for Prilosec or whatever, and be on it the rest of my life, right? Ongoing. Why should I trust you?" So now people are hesitant to when you come to natural remedy. I would go to them before I go to any doctor, period. Okay? Period. Now they hesitant, man. Now they want to say, "Oh, apple cider vinegar doesn't work."
Cause I know I was gonna say, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that one doctor, Dr. Oz or whatever,
Yeah.
they asked him about the vaccine. And he was like, "Oh no, I don't give my kids vaccine." But you telling everybody else to do the shit though, and people don't be catching on to this. Like, hold on, this motherfucker was on national TV and said, "No, I do not vaccinate my children," but he recommended everybody else to get it. I was like, see, these motherfuckers, they hoodwink you right in your face, and it be like, people just don't pay attention to it.
Hey, Dr. Fauci, when all this happened, he said masks are useless. Don't wear a mask. Now all of a sudden he's all a pro advocator for a mask. They gave him that check. They gave him that check. And then he got caught on national TV. I think it was before Congress, and the dude asked him plainly. He said, "Does protest spread the virus?" He didn't get it. He didn't give an answer. I'm not at liberty to say. Like it's simple.